me show y'all something here. I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff here. Best part is free, won't start. It's trash day here in my town, or actually trash days in our town Mondays, Tuesdays, and large items Wednesdays. It's still in the bed of my C10. I need to get it out here, but I don't know, it looks like some good oil or something. We're gonna probably need to pressure wash this first, but we can get it down here in just a minute and take a look at it. All right, guys, so here it is. This is a, let's see, Wizard tiller. Okay, got a little Briggs Stratton 5hp on it. Free, won't start. I don't know what I love more. I don't know if I love, what there it says again, Wizard. I don't know if I love springtime more, or I love trash days here in town more, but it seems like everybody will always throw something away for free, and it might be junk, but I'm gonna take a stab at it. So let's pull it in the shop and start working on it. But first we're gonna go ahead and maybe pressure wash this thing and try to clean it up a little bit before we start working on it. All right, guys, let's got it pretty much sprayed off. Let it dry a little bit. Let's see exactly what we got going on. I guess let's start out with this here. Plug looks kind of foul. Y'all keep an eye on that for me. 80, 79, 80. Let's try it again. Make sure that thing's tight in there. About the same. All right, I got the camera set up. Y'all tell me if there's any spark on here. Anyway, let's put this on idle or fast. It was kind of on off. Oh yeah, looks like it's got good spark on there. I don't have a bottle with gas, but what I do have is just a little bit of carburetor cleaner. Let's kind of shoot that into the hole and see if it should do anything. That's probably way too much. Just wondered why it was free for. It has spark, a little bit of compression. It should pop off. Put it on run, put it on choke. Now let's just put it on run here. Got it on fast idle. Already got you set back up here. And we started on idle. Choke was off. Choke was on run. That's weird. Let's take the air filter cover off. Let's look at that. Air filter isn't too bad. I mean, it's aged, it's worn, but really truly it's not too bad. Let's get so the choke lever is working. Let's get this right here, top cover off there. I think the next thing we're gonna do is drop the gas tank and pull the carburetor away from this engine. Start by getting this vent tube out here. At the right Torx head. This carburetor bolt here was loose. Let's go ahead and pull this lever off there. And I'm gonna pull that off there. Bolt under here, holding the gas tank assembly on. I'm gonna pull the side cover off here, see if I can see anything else underneath this gas tank there. Now check this out. Look at the oil just pouring out of this thing. They have overfilled this oil. I just went ahead and released the oil in the back. I took off the muffler there, trying to get off the carburetor and the gas tank. And the oil is just pouring out of the back fill. So it was overfilled with oil to begin with. Nice. So I was trying to put the oil dipstick tube back in there, and I was trying to grab the camera at the same time and film that. Oh my goodness. All right, we've got it kind of up here. We're going to I'm gonna try to get some kitty litter or something and throw down in here for the time being. I need me a work table so bad. I need to build one or buy one. One reason I mess with electric golf carts a whole lot, because stuff like this, but I do enjoy working on this kind of junk. Now that the garage floor is covered in oil and kitty litter, this explains, there explains why this right here piece of metal here was so much covered in oil there. So anyways, I went ahead and grabbed here's a 3/8 here. This is the last bolt we need to remove the carburetor. What's wrong with your tiller? I don't know. Might want to just add some oil to it. All right, so we got that bolt out. And it's another linkage. And there it is at the very bottom. Couldn't have seen that to begin with because it had so much oil caked up on there. So yep, that's what I gotta do now. So I finally got the tank off. Look at how crusty that is. I'm not gonna be able to leave that like that. I need to clean that somehow. Also, we need to check the gas out in this tank here. I don't believe I have a cup or anything white we can see. We might have like a Yeti cup we can look at. Let's, oh, I see something, hold on. Just got this paint mixing bucket here. Ooh, that don't look good. It's yaller. So number one, that's one reason this isn't running. It's this nicely stale gas here. As much as I don't want to do what I'm about to do, the garage is ventilated. We're gonna go ahead and try to just spray some of this down here before we reinstall the gas tank and the governor and all of that. So it's got plenty of parts cleaner inside, just no more air, so I'm gonna hit it with some compressed air. You wouldn't even think I pressure washed it, would you? Thing is, it don't need to be perfect, but sometimes I don't know. I'm out here, I'm tinkering, I'm having fun. We got majority of that clean. I'm gonna go ahead and blow it off on this side as well. All right guys, I just got back from the part store. I was going to replace this diaphragm here with one, so while I had it apart, I was just gonna go ahead and do it. They're like $3 or $4. Amazon is my best bet, and since that's my best bet, it's gonna take till, you know, a couple of days to get here. I'm not gonna replace it. You know, I'm gonna just see if it will run like this right here and all back together. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put it all back together. Maybe the bad gas in the gas tank was the problem. Maybe too much oil in the gas tank, too much oil in the crankcase was also a problem. So with this being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get it back installed, and I'll crank you back up here in just a minute and we'll try it out. So we really haven't done anything other than drain the gas out of the gas tank. And so with that being said, that's what I'm gonna do. And if this does not run tonight, once we get it all back together, I'll order one of these diaphragms and we'll put that into the carburetor. So, yep, I'll cut you back on in just a minute. Also got to say, off camera, we try to clean this up the best we can with what we have out here in the shop, you know, without spending a whole bunch of money. This thing right here now operates so much freely, and it was all caked and like oil and dirt and all of that mixed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this right here bolted back on to the engine and go from there. We got the keel wire hooked up here. We've got the linkage for the choke hooked back up. Just need to put these two bolts in, put the air cleaner in, and should be good to go. So if I'm working on it, I might as well shoot a video. Somebody might find it enjoyable and want to come hang out. Somebody might not. It might not even get shown, who knows. It's a very different type of video than what I usually do. Was it like this, or was it like, maybe like that? There we go. Next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and put some new gas back in here and try to fire it up. Got us some free $7 gas here. All right, we went ahead and got on fast. Got it on choke. A little bit of an issue still, and what I'm talking about is the spring. I guess there might be a spring underneath this right here main cover on the choke. It's not going back into place. I'll take this bag out and see. Oh yeah. Okay, it was running rough just then, and we've noticed this little black pin here was not inside of that linkage right there. So when I went to turn the choke off, the choke was staying on. So that's one of the reasons it was running rough. And let's get that back into place, and we're gonna test it out again. So with the choke up and down, the choke now works fine. And this lower lever here for, I guess, the speed here, this one was not hooked up. So now this one's working fine there. So we're gonna try it out one more time. I just got in a hurry the last time. I wasn't paying attention while I was putting that back together and noticed that. And I was hoping one of y'all would have said something to me. You know, it already runs. I'm stoked about that. Can't beat free, man. We live in a throw it away world. I've been wanting to start a little garden here this year. I thought about doing it over at my dad's house. Don't really have the room here. Saying, you know what, we could use it for that. If we don't want it after that, we could just get rid of it. These are like one-time use type farm tools or implements or whatever you want to call it. Not like a lawnmower where you use it every single week. But what do you think is going to happen? Think it's going to crank up and down? You think it's going to... I don't know. Let's see. Let's try it without choke, and let's try it with idle, I don't know, fast, I reckon. What do y'all think? Or just less medium? I don't know, y'all tell me. Let's give it some choke. Go too much and it automatically cuts off. You know, that little wire in there that we hooked up that kills the coil, I guess that's the off point there. But maybe we do need to get that diaphragm to pump the gas. I'm not sure. guys, as you can see, the belt is cracked here. Nowhere has these belts really in stock. Our hardware store that we have here in town, it's a hit and miss sometimes. They may have them. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be, well, this on the shelf if you can find it. So that being said, I'm not going to be worried about this too much right now. Am I happy? Yes, I'm happy. Is this 100%? I think it's about 80, 85%. I think the carburetor could probably be cleaned or replaced. These days you can buy a carburetor as cheap as you can buy a carburetor rebuild kit. So, you know, these carburetors here, I believe it's just that one diaphragm with a spring that helps pump the gas. I'm happy with what it is for how much we have in it right now, which is 0. With that being said, we're just going to place this thing back on together like we got it, and go to town, man. I think that's a wrap. I know you are asking about this, so if we can. That's better.